this coronavirus self-isolation period. Many of you are trapped at home and can't dance with your partners. I know that's very hard on the dance community. So in response, I'm doing free weekly YouTube technique tutorials. And I'm giving little tips and tricks on things you can do at home to continue growing and improving your dancing so you're ready to roll as soon as the dance studio is all fully open back up. And today, the activity I'd like to kind of improve is our CBM or Contra body movement, Contra body position, and talk a little bit about what that is and what we can do to make that a little easier. All the things we're looking at today, you can do in the privacy of your own home, alone, on carpet, in a small space, and it'll still help out your dancing. So let's take a peek. What does that mean? CBM, when do I do that? Well, the way our body is built, you're going to want to move everything in one unit. For example, right side lead, right side lead. So that's right hip forward, right rib forward. You'll even want to turn the head. But generally speaking of dancing, we have what's called torsion in the body, where one side of the body is doing one thing and the other side's doing something else. That would look like this. So I would love it if you could do that exercise back and forth in your room. So go back on the left foot and go ahead, whether it's man or lady. We're going to have our arms up because I want to get used to having a nice tall top line while we're staying low in the legs. By the way, when you pass the feet, you're going to want to drop down. That's going to make it more difficult to connect to the partner in CBM. So we're going to have low legs, but we're going to be high in the body. That'll help you connect with the rib when you're doing this. Whether we're inside, outside promenade, we're always aiming for some sort of frontal connection, okay? So we're going to walk backwards first. Man or lady, doesn't matter. Back on your left foot, back on your, and we're going to switch and switch. Back on your right foot, we're going to switch. We're going to switch, we're going to switch, and switch, 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 step, switch, switch, switch. Now we're going to go the other way, but it's the same exercise, okay? So we're going to step forward, right foot is forward, left side is forward, switch, 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 other foot, okay? Switching, 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 okay? That's gonna improve our flexibility. So we've talked a little bit about dancing being a combination of strength and flexibility. And the more you have of one, the less you need of the other. My personal preference is to improve flexibility so we can extend all that cardio energy on hauling booty around the floor and not fighting our own body. I also would suggest becoming more flexible than you need to be. So when you do stretch and do CBM, you never reach your body's maximum point. Otherwise, you run the risk of getting really stiff. Okay, because as soon as you reach your end of your flexibility, you're done. So you never want to have to go more than your body is going to be able to go a little bit further. It's going to create that softness in the shapes and make you a lighter follow or a more graceful, easy to follow lead, okay? There are times where we don't have CBM. For example, the wing. So for lead, that wing would look like this from promenade and waltz. Forward, and I have a right side lead, and my shoulders are going to the right. The whole thing's going to the right. Or as lady, same thing. I'll show the wing. I'm going forward and around and around. So at this point, I do have a right hip forward and a right side forward. But generally speaking, I'm going to have more left side lead. If I'm in closed position a little bit, if I'm outside a partner more, if I'm in promenade, way more left side lead. And so if you only have the diligence and patience to stretch one way, this one's going to be the more bang for your buck. What I recommend doing at home, if you have a mirror, even a vanity in the bathroom, you can do this. Put your right side to your mirror, put your arms up, and we're going to give a left side lead. So we're trying to cultivate this flexibility here. You are going to use the other one, but it's less common, a lot less common. You're probably going to do This left side, 98% of the time. So we're gonna max that out here. Whether it's man or lady, that stretch is gonna help you at home, okay? So we're thinking about, I'll show from the front now. Go ahead and we're gonna have our mirror and we're gonna stretch this way, okay? And we're gonna keep our arms up, keep our shoulders down. Ladies, make sure when you do your CBM that you don't wanna wrap around the partner. That would look like this, if you drop aside. Generally speaking, we just wanna lift one side up and the other side more up. I see a lot of side dumping, whether it's man or lady. When you get outside of partner, that would look like this. We always want to, generally speaking, to have the top line parallel with the floor rather than dipped, okay? If we can dip in some figures, but generally speaking, try and keep this up here and not sideways, okay? So that is my mini tutorial today for CBM. Do those little stretches and that little walking exercise we just talked about. And when you end up dancing with the partners again, it's gonna be a lot lighter and more beautiful. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week. If you have any special requests for content you'd like me to cover, just pop me an email or post a comment on this page. And if you enjoyed today's video, you can subscribe to my channel because I will continue to post free weekly tips and tricks while coronavirus is still out there and some of you aren't comfortable coming into the ballroom yet. So I look forward to seeing you soon and dancing with you soon. Have an awesome week. Bye guys.